Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome back to Shifting Lanes 2. My name's Chad, and today we're talking about kind of a fun topic. We all love our cars, we all love driving our cars, and we love doing so in a spirited fashion. The problem is, pretty much all of our cars are way too powerful for public roads, so we need to use a racetrack or something similar in order to get the most out of our vehicles. So this all kind of started on our live stream, Shifting Lanes Live. Make sure you're subscribed, link below. We go live every Mondays at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But on the stream, we were talking about different kinds of racing. Previously, we've talked about the Volvo V60 Polestar versus my naturally aspirated Mustang. Naturally aspirated for now. She's getting boost. Big power. We talked about those two racing, all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive, automatic versus manual, that sort of a thing. And then Hanson kind of chimed up and said, well, I drive a Veloster N. I'm woefully behind when it comes to horsepower. I think we should come up with something in the vein, in the inspiration of the Olympics, and we got it. We had an idea. We're gonna have a drag race, we're gonna have autocross, track days, all these automotive events, and see which car is the best overall at a lot of them. Obviously, Hanson has a disadvantage in the drag race, but his car is the smallest, lightest, and most nimble car, so it should do well on autocross. Greg's car, it's got a turbo, it's a straight six, it's nose heavy, so while it might launch well and might do the quarter mile well, it might be compromised when we say go to a bigger track or a track day. These are all wonderful questions. Will the Mustang spin out because it's only rear-wheel drive and it has a hooligan like me driving it? We don't know until we actually do it. So we sat down and came up with an idea. Autosport Olympics. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and when you guys enjoy the video, give us that thumbs up, consider subscribing if you haven't already, share this video with a friend, and ring the notification bell so you get all of the Shifting Lanes 2 content as we release it. But that's enough for now. Let's get to today's video.
Yeah. And like Mark Anthony said, yeah. It's Greg likes automatics and frying clutches. It's.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. It just had to be done.
I also like manuals and not frying clutches. I just like manuals that are, 15 years old and have an undisclosed age to them.
And applying 2/3 more factory power to them.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's probably what did it. Oh man, that was such a bummer because I definitely got such a good launch on that run, and then second.
And the best part about it was I butchered the launch. You had me by so much, and then I went by you and I'm like, something's probably broken with that car.
Yeah, the best part of that, you were so concerned in the video. You're just looking back and just like, oh no. Oh, I think something happened. Meanwhile, I'm back there like, ha, 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 my clutch is fried.
Because my first thought was that you were littering the track with pieces of your angle gear. I'm like, oh no, we're the guys who shut the track down. Crap.
That's what I thought. Well, it was late into the night, in which case I would have been like, well, whatever, I don't really care. But at that point, I was just like, oh gosh, I hope it's not that. And then thankfully, I just went off of it, like coasted the rest of the way. Then I put it into third and I slowly let off and I was like, oh, okay, it went into gear. Great, cool. Let's just park it for the night.
Yeah. I mean, we can't talk about that without, unfortunately, in the interest of balance, talk about my crappy launches. That is rule number one this year is I want to get better at launching it. But we really do need to touch on the fact that the Hanson and the VN is the slowest car we own. We have to make sure that if we're going to make fun of Greg's weird left foot and his inability to clutch, we got to talk about the 15-second monster that is the end at you at the wheel.
The 15-second monster.
Yeah, no matter no matter how well I tried to launch the car and how fast I was trying to shift, I was not leaving that 15-second mark. I could not do any better than that. But yeah, it's pretty much stock. It's got an air intake in there.
AM air intake. That's got to be. Why didn't your 60-foot go to 0.9 seconds, man? What the hell?
They are engineered to outperform. That's their tagline. And
I mean, not to toot my own horn, but 15-second monster was my nickname in college. So
What'd you do for the other 13
I mean,
seconds?
I'm gonna brag, Oh no, there was nothing after the first 15 seconds.
Pretty
It was
cool.
just disappointment.
And to answer Mark's comment in chat, yes,
Oh.
I've launched quite a few. I used to actually do quite a bit of drag racing back in the day. Automatics. I even took a 900 horsepower GTO with a power glide and trans brake. I've experienced launching those things, which is insane. But no, my mistake was launching a manual with more power than I ever launched a manual before, and just thinking if I dump the clutch, this will work fine. Trusting the prep, as it were. And
Nope.
where we race, where we drag race, it's not that the prep is bad; it's just not plentiful. So it's very similar to like a no prep situation. It does have some stuff down to protect all the asphalt and things of that nature, but it's very close to no prep. So it's very close to the street. So launching in those conditions is very much different than launching on a fully prepped surface, where you can kind of just trust that the tires will grab and go from there. It's the closest motorsport to me. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot trickier than people give it credit for. Just going in a straight line. Like I can't launch. Hansen struggled to launch, and Greg got a great launch, and his car decided to leave the chat.
Poop itself.
So like it's tricky. I love it. I love the fact that it's affordable. It's something we can do. It is for manuals especially kind of abusive, but I'm not gentle on my cars to begin with, so
Yeah, I'm excited to bring the Polestar just to see what it can do, because I mean 13.5 is not bad for a stock car, honestly. Like that's their claim is 13.5. You guys like 13.5 at 102. I have to look up the number.
It's very
but
similar. I mean,
it's pretty quick.
I mean, the Mustang with its, even when I was butchering the launches, was a 13.8, 13.7 at 108, 109. So, right there, that's I'm excited because I really want to. That was probably the most fun video I ever made, even if it ended in tears. And in all seriousness aside, I felt terrible for Greg and him nuking the car and stuff, because it wasn't him. It was, it decided to actually get grip for the evening, and the clutch was like, yeah, no.
Nope.
So obviously you guys are beating me in the horsepower wars, and it doesn't feel great to be in third right now. So that kind of gives me an idea. And in the spirit of the Olympics, which just ended, we should come up with a motorsports Olympics where we have our drag race, where I will take bronze in that race.
I don't know if you're going to qualify for the medal round.
You also have to introduce other events like autocross. And
Greg and I have a two.
We just bring in another random from the strip that night. You're in our group for tonight. Sorry, Hanson.
I mean, the C30 still exists. I'm just saying.
It's like, but I have to man the concession stand.
The concession stand itself is just in the bronze medal.
Yeah. But autocross, I like to think that I have a pretty good experience there. And then also track days.
Yeah.
So it's like 3 separate events, same cars, obviously, and, built to the same. It's not like we tweak our cars between each events, but just to kind of, see how these cars do in all the different events. I think we should totally do that.
I think that's cool.
I'm
I'm down for that. That's a great idea.
Time on. I'm totally down. Track time, let's go. Absolutely. I mean, I'm gonna try Friday nights the strip. Yes, weekends tricky but doable. I want to be out there, man. I want to drive the cars like they're meant to, because I mean, let's face it. Even as the Mustang sits right now, changing brake pads competition.
I lose.
But I love that idea.
As long as we're not changing.
I mean, I think we should have a burnout competition. Why not? I mean, I don't. I
mean,
Greg can do
we
it.
Put
right?
oil down? I could do it if we put oil down, or chain me to a wall. Spin all 4 tires that way.
Nugget cars is something.
Hoonigan style.
Yeah, right. The unicorn. How do you say unicorn in Swedish? But
unicorn. I don't know.
I'm sure it is. And yeah, so I'm definitely down for that. Would love that idea.